Welcome to Analog Tabletop. My name is Nick, and this is our review of Dodos Riding Dinos.
Welcome to Analog Tabletop.
Dodos Riding Dinos is a short racing game for families, even for those with young children. When I was a little bit younger, I loved learning about dinosaurs, and throughout this video, I'll give you some fun facts about dinosaurs and dodo birds that you can share with friends while playing this game, or just for fun. To start off, fun fact number 1. Dodo birds originate from Mauritius, a small island off the coast of Madagascar. Dinosaurs, when they were first discovered, were thought to be related to lizards. The word dinosaur itself means fearfully great lizard, coined by Richard Owen in 1842, which is why we thought that they had scales and looked like large reptiles. Now we know that many dinosaurs actually had feathers. Here's a quick summary of the rules. Each player takes a racer card to track which dinosaur miniature is theirs and is given a hand of cards. There are blue, red, and green cards. Green cards are fast cards and can only be played during the running phase for immediate effects. Red and blue cards both have a speed value. The value is the number of hexes the player gets to move on their turn. Many cards also have card effects that take place when played, such as rolling a die for additional movement or damaging your opponents. Red cards are aggressive, and if more than one player plays an aggressive card, those players become enraged and their card effects are not carried out. The attack cards use dexterity mechanics to hurt your opponents. For example, to use a meteorite, you drop the token onto the table and it damages any player that is hit. Taking damage isn't the end of the world though. For each damage you take, you discard one card from your hand. If you run out of cards to play, you move backwards 3 spaces and draw 5 cards. There are 2 phases in the game, the scheming phase and the running phase. In the scheming phase, players play 1 red or blue card from their hand face down in front of them. Once everyone has chosen a card, you reveal all of the cards simultaneously. Then in the running phase, the player with the first player token resolves their card by moving their dino the number of hexes on their card, then resolving the effect, if any. At the end of a round, the player in the lead gets to move forward 1 additional space, and all other players draw a card. The game ends when at the end of any round, meaning all players get the same number of turns, a player is past the finish line. The player furthest past the finish line is then declared the winner, and that's how you play the game. There's also a challenger race mode in the game, which you can race against an AI opponent with 1 or 2 players. And while it isn't completed yet, at least in our copy, the publisher is working on a campaign mode as well. Fun fact: while dodo birds are often portrayed as being dumb and the reason for their own extinction, scientists no longer believe that's the whole story. They now believe the people who visit the island did not eat the dodos as expected because it wouldn't be very appetizing, so instead they believe that rats and other vermin that were introduced to the island when the visitors arrived started eating their eggs and taking their food sources. The artwork and theme of this game is really fun for kids of all ages. The game length is quite short, usually less than half an hour, which is great for people with short attention spans, but you can always go for a longer game session if you choose by using the longer tracks. This game is excellent as an introductory game for new board game players. The rules are not that complicated and it introduces choice into the game, making it more strategic than other roll and move games from our childhood. You actually get to make a choice of which card to play from your hand. There is also a social deduction element, guessing when your opponents are going to play an aggressive card or not, so that when you play yours, you get to use the effect. Is a good risk-reward for playing those cards, and it emphasizes patience. Before I end this video, I just want to say that for every 500 backers on this Kickstarter, we'll be making and donating 10 face masks to the Million Mask Challenge. You can check out the website if you would like to get involved. You can pledge to sew masks yourself if you are able, or donate materials to those who are sewing masks. Masks are for healthcare professionals who are unable to obtain higher quality masks during this pandemic. So that's my thoughts on Dodos Riding Dinos. Thank you so much for sticking with me and listening to some fun facts about dodos and dinosaurs. If you are interested in this game, the link to the Kickstarter is in the description. Don't forget to stay inside, stay safe, and play some board games. And I'll see you next time on Analog Tabletop.